Hi everyone, my name is Tyler Oakley and welcome back to another YouTube video. I wanted to talk about something that I kind of hinted at in my last video. So last video I did like a little show and tell. I was showing you things around the house that bring me joy. And one of those things was this binder. And as soon as I got it out to show it to you in that video, I was like, oh my God, if I were to open it, there's so many things that I need to explain in it that it should just be its own video. And before I started doing Twitch, YouTube was always a creative outlet, but I don't ever feel like I ever experienced identifying myself as a creative person. Like before Twitch, it felt like maybe I was an entertainer or a performer or a storyteller or whatever YouTube was for me. I never really identified myself as like an artist. That felt so like up here and I was like not doing, there was a disconnect. And Twitch has really given me space to connect with the part of me that is an artist. Even just saying it out loud feels like a little bit of an imposter syndrome, because what does it mean to be an artist? I don't know. Well, in capitalism, it means like you are producing art that is monetizable and like, I don't know, like a standard of quality higher than what I feel like I have. And maybe you pursued it or studied it or whatever. And then if I were to take a step back now in my 30s, I feel like to be an artist, you have to create art. And that is it. And that was a lesson I feel like I'm still learning. That is a lesson that I feel like a lot of people could and should and need to hear and learn, that like if you would like to connect with the artist part of your soul, all you have to do is create art. You don't have to monetize it. You don't have to share it. You don't have to show it off. You don't have to get approval, or it doesn't have to be critically acclaimed. It can be terrible and it can be half made. It could be whatever it is that you feel you want to create. If you create it, you are participating in the creation of art. And I feel like Twitch has really introduced me to that side of myself. And in particular, one of the ways that I feel most creative on Twitch is when I do transformations. And let me just preface this with, they're not good. Sometimes they're good, but they don't have to be good. They're not great. Sometimes they are great. They don't have to be great. That is part of making art, and being an artist is creating, whether it is good or bad, whether people think it's good or bad. It's just the act of creating. And if there's something that I think is the benefit of creating, it's that each time you create, you get a little bit better. You learn a few new things. You bring those lessons into the next thing that you work on. And I have very much found that with my transformations. When I say transformations, sometimes I am transforming myself into an Animal Crossing character, or a character in pop culture, or a character from my childhood. So today, I wanted to share with you some of my favorite transformations that I've done over the years on Twitch, and maybe share some of the things that I loved about them, or what I learned from them, or why they were really important to me. But before I get into all of that, I do want to give some love to my sponsor for today's video, and that is SeatGeek. Summer is officially here, and it is the perfect time to go to a concert. I just went to a Third Eye Blind, Arizona, and Yellowcard concert, which was kind of incredible. It was giving me all of my Midwest fantasies. And whatever your flavor is, whether it's like sporting events or concerts or festivals, it's nice to get out there and like exist with other people, which is why I am giving you the coupon code Tyler10 for 10% off any of your tickets with SeatGeek. I know there are tons of concerts that I want to see this summer, but I want to hear from you. What is the must-see event of the season? Like if you could get tickets to any concert or tour this summer, what would it be? Comment below, inspire me. So if you open up SeatGeek, you'll see that each of the ticket seats are rated between 1 and 10, and green means good, red means maybe not so good of seats, but still, like, you're at the show, so you can't complain. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the event with swaps. And no matter how many times you've used SeatGeek to buy tickets, Tyler10 is going to give you 10% off your next order. No, but really, what are you waiting for? Open your phone, open the app, add the code. This offer is only available for a limited time. You're welcome in advance. So, I've been keeping this binder of some of the artifacts of my creations. For example, the first page. Do you know what this is? Do you know who I am? Do Do you know what I was doing? So this one, I was Chicken Little. Sky is Falling, that's it. I had like all this like furry stuff and I did like each thing one at a time. And then the glasses, and then I made this like beak and stuff out of foam, and then some like felt to make my little, I don't even know what the hell that is. But this was a fun one because I was like playing with different textures and learning new things about how you can attach things to your face. This one was one of the first ones I did. It was Marina from Animal Crossing. It's fine. It was one of the first ones. So like I was playing with color for the first time and figuring out how to do color, and it was not as good. This one, Thomas the Train. Oh baby. This day when I transformed into Thomas the Train, after I was done doing the full transformation on Twitch, I went live on TikTok and just sat there, and the response from people of seeing somebody be creative, oh, they can't handle it. Even if it's not like the standard that they would like it to be, maybe that's what the shade or the judgment comes from. They can't handle seeing somebody be silly. What is going on with the world if people can't handle like a little bit of silly goof behavior? What's wrong? Y'all need to lean into it. Speaking of silly goof, oh my God. This one was a struggle. I tried to be Gollum, which I think it wasn't terrible. Like part of the beauty of Gollum is the ugly, and so I leaned into it. I have a little bit of hair, like a little tiny hair that was coming down. I have ears that I used. This one was one of the first times I had like fake something on my face, so like a prosthetic ear. I also did a bald cap, which helped me change the shape of my face through like making parts of it black so that it like looked like part of my face. I don't know how successful that was, but I was trying new things. Oh my God, this was the moment. Okay. Have you seen Gremlins? Have you seen Gremlins 2? Do you know about the sexy gremlin Greta? She uses her sexy charm and mystique for, I don't actually know, good or evil, but I have always found her to be a legend and icon, and so I wanted to transform into her, but she is like a literal gremlin, so I needed like prosthetic ears and prosthetic scales for my face, and I don't know, a lot of things, a lot of stuff, and I think this one turned out really actually incredible. Oh my God. Okay, if you're like me, if you're from my time, salad fingers. Did you see salad fingers? Salad fingers has always been important to me. I'm not joking. I had a salad fingers related AOL AIM instant screen name. Like that was my screen name in middle school, was Hubert Cumberdale. Thank you. So this one was fun. It was like another bald cap, but I got to use these hot dog fingers from Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I painted them and made my own little salad fingers. It was fun. Anxiety from Inside Out. This one was really fun because it was the first time I tried using shaping with pantyhose. So I put pantyhose over my face and stuffed it in directions and then put clay on top so that I could like change the shape of my face. But something here, like my latest one with all of that going on to change the form of my face, I would have no clue how to even begin doing that when I was doing like this. This was so early on that like a bald cap was stressful enough. Like I couldn't figure out anything more than that. So the progress I've made between that and this, I feel so like proud of. And I know that neither are the quality that like professional cosplayers do or like real artists that know how to do these things, to study these things, know how to do. But for me, I am playing. I am being silly. I am trying creative outlets and trying new things and learning as I go. So to get to this from where I've been before, I'm like, damn, I am actually putting in the work, enjoying the process, and seeing progress, which feels really good. So those are the things that are like saved in the binder so that I can have my little treasures and memories and like artifacts from those transformations. But there's things that don't fit in the binder. This one, I was becoming Fabio Sparklemane from Fortnite. Do you play Fortnite? I play Fortnite. Come play Fortnite with me sometime. But this was like a character that I would always be in Fortnite, and an artist that I love, my friend Hudson, made this headpiece for me for it, and then I did like a transformation with that, and it has become like a way for me to not just connect with my own creativity, but to also connect with others in my life who are creative and find ways that we can create together. Some of the transformations that I've done are a little bit less like makeup transformation and more costumey. For example, this headpiece I got on Etsy, and you know the video of the ravers under the bridge on the highway and they're like raving in the 90s or something? I feel like a kindred connection to whatever was happening that day, that place, that time. I should have been there. And so I got this. this, and I put together a look. In one stream, we just had like a rave stream, and I got to live my fantasy as one of those under the bridge ravers. And being able to step into other identities, as silly as that sounds, being able to play in worlds outside of your own, something is really fun and appealing about that, and on Twitch we get to do that. Okay, so the next one I want to show you, have you seen the video of Wendy Williams on The Masked Singer? She is the pair of lips singing Native New Yorker. For me, it is one of the most iconic videos. It is a performance worth revisiting. It is a spectacle that is worth showing to aliens. Like, I would love nothing more than aliens finding that as the first piece of culture to get a glimpse into humanity. Well, I loved it so much that I was like, I would like to transform into that. And so I made my own pair of lips and I put myself in it, and I got to be Wendy Williams as the lips on The Masked Singer. And honestly, it's like, why? Well, why not? And that, I think, is the driving force of so much of the fun that we have on Twitch. It's so why not? Because like the world is on fire and in shambles, and it's a mess, and so much is bad, and we have so much access to seeing all of the bad, that creating moments of joy for yourself feels revolutionary and resistant and the only option. So this was a moment that I loved, and I created this moment for myself, and like, what else can I do? So some of these transformations that happened live on Twitch, I have since turned into YouTube videos over on youtube.com/TylerOakleyGames. So for example, like the baby Jesus transformation, or the anxiety from inside out transformation, the Gollum transformation, all of them were so much fun. All of them, I'm excited that like they exist as YouTube videos now if you want to go watch them. But so much of the fun and silliness and the experience of the transformation happens live on Twitch. So if you want to see my next transformation, it's going to be this Friday, August 2nd on twitch.tv/TylerOakley. I will be working on it all day long. I'll see you there. Twitch.tv/TylerOakley. And one tradition that we have after a transformation is done is we introduce that transformation to something we call the Council. It's a place in our Twitch world that we've created where all of our past creations, all of our past transformations act as members of the High Council, the Council, if you will, and we induct the new transformation in. When you say it out loud, when I explain it to somebody else, it sounds so stupid. It's not stupid. Come this Friday, you'll see a new inductee into the Council. But that is all I have for you guys today. What should I transform into next? I have some ideas coming up. I have things that I know that I want to transform into, but if you have an idea or a concept that you think needs to be something that I become, let me know, please. Okay, so that is everything, I think. I'll see y'all Friday on Twitch, and if you're watching this after the fact, I am probably live right now on Twitch. Go over and say hi. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Plus, subscribe to my gaming channel, youtube.com/TylerOakleyGames. New videos every Thursday, new episodes of the podcast every Tuesday, and that's it. Thank you. Thank you for letting me be me, and thank you for supporting me as I continue to explore how I create, because it is really fun to continue to find new ways that I can be me and share my meanness with you. So thank you. That's all. Okay, bye.